7, 8 years old already contemplating suicide. And I did also point out kanina that there are really only 35 registered child psychiatrists in this country. There's now estimated about 1 million teenagers, no, or young children who have been diagnosed with having depression. So you can see that laki ng gap no available professional resources doon sa needs. And that's the one that really is very, very disturbing. It's something that we want to address by working with schools.
Yes. We have this program that's peer counseling, and we would like to be able to address it even to the corporate world. And we're doing the modules now. So whenever NGF has fundraising, it's actually definitely for HOPELINE, because we have to support ourselves this time. And we also need for the programs that we are developing that we can share more. And luckily, we will be sharing it with the mayors. So we will do a pilot test with 2 cities and also Makati. We're working with the barangay of Makati. So we're very excited kasi hindi naman natin pwedeng maiwanan yung mga hindi maka-afford or sa islands like Palawan. When I was in Palawan, Palawan is number 1 in suicide. And they say it's because they're good in reporting. But when I was there to do the first training program of emotional resilience, out of 12 teachers, 4 had depression. Out of 12.
Do you think, ma'am, this depression and suicidal tendencies still remain unreported because of the stigma or the culture here in the Philippines? I think
you're right, Angel. A lot are unreported, and it's also, I do realize that it has to do with insurance, especially if it's a father of the family or a mother of the family, an adult. Because of the insurance, they cannot collect insurance if it's reported as suicide. And maybe I have someone who can talk to you about that too.
What do you have to say, ma'am, or sir, about the UH withdrawal from
the Department of Health? They had other plans, and they have a totally different way of answering calls. So their first response is, can you come to the clinic or can you come to the hospital, which is National Center for Mental Health.
Yes.
We don't do that. We are connected with a lot of other clinics that don't treat depression with medication. We are now signing up with 3 clinics that are integrative. So before they say take a psychotic drug, we check the chemical imbalance. And the chemical imbalance doesn't have something to do with serotonin. It has to do with hormones sometimes.
Most people, ma'am, that I've talked to experiencing the same are usually looking for just someone to be there, someone to talk to. How do you hope to address concerns or the callers? Because I think, sir, you've mentioned also earlier that there are only a number of callers now. Ang dami, I'm sure ang dami kung every 40 seconds pinakaisip.
Well, with media help, we can afford to get as much as 300 calls a day. We are capable of that because we're 24/7. We have 20, and we're still thinking of expanding to become 30 responders.
Maybe to add to what Jean said, basically yung HOPELINE talaga ang first line response. No? And when we get those calls, our responders are trained to be able to listen, provide advice, and hopefully in the end, what they'd like to do is really to refer whoever is calling, because they are also looking for help, to either a professional, a doctor or a clinician. But kung kulang yun in the areas where they are, we'd like to refer them to guidance counselors or an LGU health worker who we will train in the future. So that's why I'm saying that it's not just HOPELINE, it's also MINDSTRONG. Kasi yung HOPELINE yung first response, but MINDSTRONG naman yung training programs na gagawin namin so that we can train more guidance counselors and more public healthcare workers. Going back to the DOH, despite what happened, we feel at the end of the day that we will want to work with the DOH for the future because
Yes.
this problem is a national issue, and only the DOH really has the infrastructure to be able to address this effectively. We in NGF MINDSTRONG are very hopeful na as we create more awareness and we're able to develop more programs, that one day we can really work with the national government so that we can share each other's best practices and hopefully work together with DOH to be able to deliver the services needed, you know, to those that are suffering from this mental health issue. So this thing with the DOH is we feel just a little bit of a miscommunication, but moving forward, we really very much want to work with them, and it's the only solution moving forward.
Yes, you're right, June. It's correct. There's so much that the Department of Health can do, but they need also help because they're also not large enough. And I think it's also we can discuss, we can dialogue, and we can work on some projects together.
Sir, I don't know kung at what stage na yung IRR ng National Mental Health Act, but how can it help?
What we know is that the Mental Health Act has been signed already. No? The IRR, we're not yet very sure whether it's already been released. But we know, for example, that corporations are now starting to become aware of the requirements, and there are now companies that are taking the lead in having mental health assessments, which is a requirement now for corporations. And NGF MINDSTRONG has even received also calls from companies who want us to do talks to their employees about mental health and also teach them emotional resilience, and even also parang help them in terms of where can they go to have professional mental health assessments, because the need is very, very big, but I think the services that are being provided and who are the trusted service providers is still very much developing. So we in NGF MINDSTRONG are also seeing this as one of the opportunities for us to be able to help out and work together with other groups to be able to deliver on this need.
Last na lang po. Ma'am, bakit po schools yung tinatarget?
Because that's the beginning. That's what Dr. Cornelio Banaan said and Dr. Hani Karandang. They couldn't be here today, but they are really the pillars of the foundation and as our medical consultant and our advisor. They were also the ones responsible for writing the manual for HOPELINE, and they continue writing for us, which we can use in imparting knowledge. And it's very interesting because we have to start them young, the emotional resilience, as much as in our books for children, and we're working on a collaboration with World Vision. So all the English books that were given to me in Ireland, we're going to translate it to Tagalog. I'm so excited about that. And we have a group now of teachers. It will be led by Michelle Tambunting, and we will be doing, even as early as pre-nursery, the stories about how to be strong and how to know and love yourself. Isn't that beautiful?
Ma'am, can you tell us about...
The reason why schools has become a focus for us is because children depression, teenage depression, 18 years and below, we know that almost all of them go to schools, either public or private. And schools already have, especially for the private schools, meron na silang infrastructure to address it kasi most of them have guidance counselors. So we feel that the best way to address the issue is to work within that system, to work together with the guidance counselors. We want to come up with specific programs that we can share with them, train them on how they can develop the skills to do peer counseling. Kasi ang problema dito, if parents are aware about depression and they see their kids needing help, pupunta sila sa child psychiatrist, sobrang haba ang pila, no? And sometimes it takes months to get an
3
appointment.
months
Yeah, so,
for an appointment.
yeah, so where do you go, no? So we feel na guidance counselors would be a very effective way for them because they're already built into the school system. So that's I think the reason why we want to focus on schools. Yeah.
Ma'am, regarding sa 10 peso project niyo po, can you tell us paano po sila mag-donate?
Oh, November 30, on November 30, we will do the Gcash, and we can also do Paymaya. That's 10 pesos. Pasa Hope for 10 pesos. But we couldn't do it for today because we still have a few things to finish off. But November 30, that's when we will launch.
Thank you.
By November 30, ma'am, pwede na mo
Yes, 10 pesos. My dream is to have 1 million Filipinos with 10 pesos to make the 109 million feel that they're being cared for. I think that's so important, don't you think? That they know kapwa Filipino, and we want to bring this also to the OFW abroad. Because they're the ones who really care for what's happening here. We've met them, we've spoken to them, I've spoken to OWA. They really care. They care for us. As much as they send money in for their families, they are shocked that there's so much rising suicide amongst the youth. They are themselves very shocked.